Hi, we have Mr. Himanshu Kapania, who is the Managing Director of IDEA Cellular. Hi, sir. So you're at IMC and the event is talking about newer technologies like 5G. So what do you think about 5G technology and is India ready for that?
Thank you so much for having me on your show. Suppliers around the world have brought in latest technology, especially what all could be possible when 5G is introduced in this country. So we're extremely pleased to see exhibitors displaying massive MIMO, they're displaying cloud, they're displaying artificial intelligence, how consumers' experience could improve on virtual reality, augmented realities. These are technologies of future, and IDEA Cellular is committed to invest into these technologies. In fact, it has taken baby steps of bringing in virtual networks, software-defined networks. We are in the process of bringing in massive MIMO on 4G. So I think India, which is going to be an extremely important location and going to be the second largest market for mobile broadband services with internet consumers set to rise from current levels of 200 million on broadband to anywhere between 500 to 600 million on broadband over the next 3 years as more and more companies roll out the broadband services on a pan-India basis.
But do you think India is all set for the 5G technology? Because currently we are just experiencing the 4G speeds. Networks are still being rolled out. Are we ready for 5G?
So I think it's a very pertinent question, and for rollout of a new technology is not any straightforward of adopting a technology and start rolling out. It requires multiple stakeholders to be able to carry out their work. One is spectrum. The most popular spectrum on 5G is in 3000 band. Second is regulation. There's a lot of work that needs to be done on security. There's a work that needs to be done on privacy policies. Then we have to develop use cases as far as 5G is concerned, because 5G, besides being enhanced broadband for consumers, it is also significantly going to be launched for massive IoT, and which means collaboration with verticals in automobile, collaboration with logistics, real estate, smart city, smart homes, and many more such applications. A lot of work needs to be done. So we're laying the ground. We obviously expect this is going to take time. In the meantime, a solid 4G network is going to be a critical fallback for 5G to come. So while we expect 5G to be launched world over in developed markets only by 2020, and by 2022, India should be ready for 5G. And I just want to remind you that when it was 2G, 3G, India was at least a decade behind developed markets. When it is 4G, we are about 4 to 5 years behind developed market. When it's 5G, we are already talking about within 2 years of launch in other parts of the world to bring in 5G to the country.
In your presentation yesterday, you talked about how in last 7 years, industry has connected a lot of Indians. So in how many more years do you replicate this same rate of growth?
First and foremost, this telecom sector, don't see it as individual operators, see it as a national assets. The industry is put in 7.5 lakh crores. We have moved from a current level of absolutely low level of penetration of a single digit about a decade back to a current levels of almost 90% penetration with 1.2 billion mobile phone users. So that has covered most of it as far as voice is concerned. For telecom operators is to give the same experience for customers who are transitioning themselves from pure voice connectivity or voice plus mobile data connectivity or primarily on mobile broadband connectivity. That's why a rollout and an expenditure as large as 4.5 to 5 lakh crores is going to be spent as we roll out pan-India 4G services, not only for internet but even for VoLTE. Large element from a consumer side is not only a pipe with telecom operators building up, but also introduction of digital services. Baby steps have been taken by all of us, especially on the entertainment space. And now we need to collaborate, and which is a big theme yesterday on collaboration, so that we can build in applications which will help education, health, governance, real estate, beyond the entertainment field, to be able to improve, get us into Internet of Things and help the disruption of various industries and allow them to move from their analog form to a digital form. So these are the three big areas. On regulation, that regulation has to move with times. We have a legacy of high cost spectrum, and we have to undo the legacy of high cost spectrum if we wish to continue to expand into new technologies.
Sure.